Episode 3. I know it's been a minute, but I'm back. I was gone for a minute, but I'm back though. Okay. Welcome back to From Memos to Masters. I am your host, Vi Hayes, and this episode we are going to be talking about ZEN. We brought Eboni back for this song because it's such a special song. Eboni is that girl, like I said before. We have a great chemistry. We have so much fun when we make these songs. Initially, I only wanted to have her on I Like, but we vibed on this and she was like, no, please, I just want to be on it. And I was like, honestly, I want you to be on it too. So we should just be on both. So it worked out perfectly. Got this beat in April 2017. The funny thing about this beat was Zay was actually going to throw the beat away. And I was like, you can't throw this beat away. This beat is too good. So I in my head, I was like, let me hurry up and write to this song because it's something special. The first memo I'm going to show you is when I actually got the beat and I was vibing out. I wrote the lyrics because I had the melody. And before we knew it, the chorus came about.
All we doing is moving in the way. Vibrations making sound waves. Floating in the galaxy. Swimming through the Milky Way. Letting truth and mystery so come and play. All we doing is moving in the way. Vibrations making sound waves. Floating in the galaxy. Swimming through the Milky Way. Letting truth and mystery so come and play. How about it?
To bring a song from a memo to a master, you have to vibe with the beat. And as you vibe with the beat, you come up with your melodies. Some of the takes, it makes sense. Some of it doesn't. And you can hear me kind of vibing out on the beat. I was getting comfortable with the words and with the melody because when I'm writing, it's like listening to the beat and listening to what the beat wants to tell you to do. And at that point, the beat was telling me to say something deeper, something fast, and kind of be a little syncopated because the beat has a lot of doom, doom, doom. So I was trying to like weave through the beat with my words. And it was a lot, but like I'm a wordy guy. So what can I say? That was the first thing that I got down. The melody for the chorus, and then we got the words, and you know, I started to write the verse. I wanted to talk about how mysterious and mystical the universe was and just kind of have a play on words and just create a lot of imagery of us going through the universe and figuring out the mysteries that the universe holds and what path it can put us on. And the verse, I wanted to kind of imagine myself, you know, in like a cloud mobile, driving and flying through the universe. So that's why the verse is so airy. Zooming, drifting, floating on the cloud. Silence leaving lips, yet my thoughts stay so loud. Reflecting on regrets, rebuilding self-respect. Embracing change, cause nothing stays the same, never forget. Manifest your destiny by living in your truth. Manifest your destiny by living in your truth. That's the best way to navigate the universe. If you're going to be navigating this world, the only way that you got to do it is by being authentic. I think that that's why, you know, with those lyrics, I kind of say things that I need because I'm aware that if I need, you know, to rebuild my own self-respect and my own self-love, there's other people that might be going through that journey too. Because sometimes you look back and think like, wow, some of the things I was doing wasn't necessarily serving my highest self. So let me respect myself enough to rest. Let me respect myself enough to love myself. Let me respect myself enough to say no to something that I truly don't want to do. Let me respect myself enough to honor my desires to be creative. So there's so many things that we can do to help rebuild our own self-respect. And it starts with honoring ourselves. So after that first verse, Eboni's verse comes into play. And so we already recorded I Like. And she told me, hey, I started writing to ZEN. So I'm like, all right, let me see what you got. We recorded it in my car and she was, you know, testing it out and vibing out. So I wanted to hear how her lyrics blended with mine and how the handoff went.
I reached for the sun, but the sun was the one who was to come and break the chains. But the sun got in the way of you and me, and that drum play. Now I realize that I see bits of you and me. I can wish the shit about sex again, cause I'm waiting for that shit to say, oh, the universe.
Initially, what I wanted to do was do a handoff with her and bring it back and then go back to the chorus. But it would have made her verse very short. And she had a lot more to say. And at that point, I was like, yo, go off, sis. Like, say what you need to say. Y'all need to hear the girls spit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need to hear the women spit, especially the black women. They have a lot to say. So you need to protect them. You need to listen to them authentically and give them the platform to speak when they ask for it. And that's exactly what we had to do. Because once we got to the studio, it was over. We bodied it, we delivered, and then we had room to have fun. We honestly didn't get to record it until the summer of 2018, which is wild. The dope part about that session was we recorded it so late, but it just felt right. And Eboni just came through and bodied it.
Basket on the plane is Superman to say the day is up to you to pave the way. Get to relax to back your face. You lived enough no time to brace your impact on the Cupid face.
Wow. It was so much fun in the studio. Like, I wish I had more videos, but because I was just being present. Like, this was one of the easier songs to bring from a Memo to a Master because all the lyrics were written and we got to the studio and it was super smooth. I feel like it's definitely a dope standout track from the project. And it truly does tell the story of going on a spiritual journey. And it's the beginning of me starting to like open my eyes a little bit, because now I'm like, okay, this is what I have if I free myself from doing the toxic things. But I'm human. The journey to clarity isn't perfect after, I learned what the universe is. I get a little swept up in it throughout the project, but at this point, I'm tuned in, I'm open, I'm receptive, and Eboni on the project is like the guide to telling me like, yo, bro, this is what's out there. So yeah, that's ZEN. ZEN is my bop. ZEN is my baby. And if you love ZEN, you love clarity, tune in on all streaming platforms. Stream that thing for me, baby. If you want a visual for it, let me know. Me and Eboni might be able to bring that to y'all. Because the universe is moving in a way. You feel me? Vibrations making sound waves. But yeah, let me stop trolling y'all. Stream ZEN. Thank you for watching this episode of From Memos to Masters, and I will see you next week. We're going to be unpacking Andrew Harden, okay? Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you want to see more of. All right, y'all. Peace.
Oh, the universe is moving in a way. Vibrations making sound waves, floating through our galaxies, swimming through the Milky Way, and nothing, truth and mystery. So come and play.
The standout statements in the song that I enjoy is, you'll make mistakes. That happens when you've got too many foods filling your plate. Because we sometimes overpack our plates. I'm known for that as an Aries. I'm known for like jam-packing my plate with tasks, especially when I was in school. I was running a nonprofit, doing duo music. I was getting my master's degree. I was working in housing. I was an RN, a grad assistant. I joined my fraternity. It was just non-stop filling my plate, not to mention having a social life, not to mention, so doing all of that other stuff, I was making mistakes. And I mean, you learn from making mistakes, but that was the thing that I learned was be conscious of what's the foods on your plate. Sometimes you're gonna have to scrape sometimes you're gonna have to scrape some food off your plate so that you can be focused on eating what it is that you have on it, so that you can body that, and then you can make room for the new task. A lot of times our eyes are bigger than our stomachs, and we jam pack our plates with all types of stuff. You know what I'm saying? You go to a cookout, it's like, I want that mac and cheese, I want that yams, I want that, you know what I'm saying? But you might not even be able to eat all of that in one sitting. And when you overeat, you get sluggish, you slow down. So it's okay. You'll make mistakes, and that happens when you got too many foods filling your plate. So you gotta sometimes take a look at your plate and scrape some things off and reassess what it is that you're actually doing and how it aligns with your purpose.
Oh, the universe is moving in a way. Vibrations making sound waves, floating through our galaxies, swimming through the Milky Way, and nothing, truth and mystery. So come and play.